Get out!
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
As if it wasn't dodgy enough.
It is. So that's 2 reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
I saw a graffiti artist once running from Albion, and they peppered them with so many gleaming candles. Fucking work of art.
Milagi has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Can't wait to hear what this bloke knows.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
My guy's proper paranoid, innit?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Acknowledged.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Spied some windows up there. Might be a way in.
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
I got this. Nice rig up. Bit amateur compared to mine, but
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I got this.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Now hold on. It's not what you think.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Fuck no. Think more subversive.
What, Dedsec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
Boy, there's no time for that. Listen, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run. You've got to run fast, mate.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Oh, really? No shit. Why else do you think I'll be risking my arse here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, Cass is a piece of shit. We need your help to take him down. The bombings, that was him. And he came after us too.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. Table, I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Bollocks.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fucking hell.
Take the vehicle out, now! Target has cleared checkpoint on. No sign of the target, over. Target just crashed their vehicle, over. Ready to ram the vehicle, over. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over? Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I can stop him on my own. If Dedsec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the... He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizer or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I've got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.